Today I'm going to show you my new NUX MG-30. In my latest videos I was playing around with the Valeton GP200, which is a budget-friendly modeling unit that sounds kick-ass in my opinion. And there was another modeling unit which you asked for, which is the NUX MG-30. It's relatively new, and as far as I know, this unit features a little bit of different algorithms for the amp simulations. I don't know exactly, but I heard that they are simulating somehow the components of the amp, of the analog amps, like in the AxeFx, maybe the power amp section, the bias and shit like that. And yeah, that is supposed to be maybe superior to the algorithms in the Mooer or the Valeton. Anyway, I had to get this unit, and today it arrived. So this is my first impression of it. I created a sound with the VH4 model. Let me turn off the delay, and I can show you my rhythm tone. So that sounds good to me. Let me show you the editor. So where is it? There. You can see it, hopefully. This is the editor of the MG-30, and this is the effects chain here. And you can see the effects which are highlighted or which are bright. They're currently activated. So I'm using an amp model, of course, which is the VH4 diesel. I'm using an IR. I was loading my own Hammer Mesa V30 IR, but I can show you some of the stock IRs too if you're interested. And currently I'm using a reverb. So this modeling unit doesn't come with a ton of amps and IRs and effects. So let's go through the effect types here, and I can show you what it has. It has these wah models, which I still didn't try out. It has compressors here, 3 compressors, distortions, the tube screamer, which I'm using, and also some others, which I don't know all, but yeah. It has a gate, only one, the noise gate. As you can see here, if you click on these, maybe they taking the picture of the original, what is modeled after. Also here with the tube screamer. That's a nice feature, I think. Modulation effects, choruses, phase 90, and the amp models, which is maybe the most important for you. Yeah, there are 32, but I think here there's some bass amps and also acoustic guitar amps. I didn't try out all of them because I got it only 2 hours ago, so I was just playing around with the high gain tones. We'll make a more detailed video with other clean and crunch tones, I think. But yeah, you got a couple here. So the usual Soldano, Friedman, dual rectifier, VH4, but unfortunately no 5150. Anyway, they said, well, they don't want to give you maybe 100 okay sounding amps. Instead, they're giving you 4 or 5 high gain amps, which sound great. Well, for me it's enough, but honestly, do they sound better than in the underlying modeling units? I don't know. They sound different, but better? I can't say that, at least not now. Then you have the IRs here, which come with the unit, and the use IR, which I loaded here. And you have an EQ section, but also not that flexible. 6-band, 10-band, okay. Line EQ, what is that? High pass filter, okay. Maybe okay, but as you can see here, the parametric EQ, it just features 3 bands. And it's a high shelf, low shelf. Yeah, okay. As long as the sounds of the amp models are okay and the IRs, then you don't need that much equalization. Might be enough. You have the send and return here. And delays, analog, digital, modulation, pan delay, due time, and reverbs. And one thing which I already found out is that the delays sound a little bit better than in the Valeton, because the Valeton, I was very happy with the overall sound, but there are a few minor things which are downsides. One was the delay, that it doesn't have a decent stereo delay. But here I'm using currently the pan delay, and I don't know if you can hear it if you're listening stereo, but to me it sounds great. And I guess there are a couple more. I didn't try them out. Duo time. It's yeah, it's also stereo. Sounds great, and also it sounds a little bit dark, which is something I really like. So I have to admit these effects sound way better than the Valeton. Same goes for the reverb. Although I found a decent hall reverb in the Valeton, I like dark reverbs, and here we have the damp reverb. Again, not that much controls, but it's how I like the reverb, at least when I'm playing at home. So, sounds great. Let's check out some of the modulation effects. So, the phase 90, for example. Maybe let's reduce the delay a little bit. It's a very long delay, but anyway. By the way, is it, yeah, you can tap in the tempo, okay. Yeah, so I'm not the biggest expert of phaser effects, but it sounds like I'm used to phasers, so like I would expect. Flanger. Maybe let's use the other reverb. I don't know. Sounds also decent to me. The flanger and harmonist. Ah, this has seems to have an intelligent harmonizer. Minor, major, and minor. Let's check out E minor. Okay, harmony. I want maybe a. What do we want? A third. Right, sounds not very good. Maybe should we put it after the amp? I have to say it's working, but it sounds artificial. It has way too much highs, and I don't know where we should put it. At the beginning? Yeah, well. Let's check out if we use it for detuning, or maybe here we would use another. I don't know if you could use this for just simulate a guitar that's tuned down. Maybe here it is. It's maybe only the detune effect. But that is something which I was missing in the Valeton. Maybe it has it, maybe the Valeton has it, but I still didn't try it out. But as you can see, these modulation effects, they seem to sound great. So, yeah, this is really something which is the benefit of that, I think. The overall effects quality is, I have to admit, a little bit better than in the Valeton. The distortions are maybe of the same quality, but the modulation effects, delay and reverb is yeah, way superior here, I think. So what about the amps and the cap quality? As you can see here, the amps, they have the base middle treble presence control like in the Valeton, but also an additional power amp control, but only a bias in the level, which I didn't use now, or I didn't change. As I said, this is my own Hammer IR, which I imported. I can show you maybe some of the stock IRs. So we have the famous Marshall 1960. Sounds like that. Also decent. And you have always 3 microphone positions here. So this is the brightest. This is maybe a little bit duller. Sounds also decent. Let's check out some others. You have the Greenback Marshall. And the Vintage 30 Marshall. What is this? Swamp Thing. Maybe this is an IR from, I don't know. Because you don't have different microphone positions here. Maybe third-party IR, Cannabis Rex. You always, or you can set the low and high cut in the IR section, which is very important if you're playing live. And yeah, I'm glad that they offer this feature here. What is that? Legend. They also say Eminence. Celestian, I don't know. Well, suddenly disconnected, I think. Ah, there it is again. So, yeah, let's go back to my user IR. Because I dialed in my sound with that IR. And I can show you some other sounds which I already tried out. So this is the Mesa Recto, the same IR. Sounds a little bit raw. And maybe let's try out the Friedman. I changed the IR, which is a little bit annoying. Bogner Uber. So this is just the Uber without the boost pedal. Let's engage the tube screamer. Maybe reduce the gain a little bit. Okay, let's go back to the VH4, which is my favorite sound at the moment. And let's check out how it sounds without the tube screamer. It's dynamic. Not that terribly dynamic. Let's engage some modulation here. What did we like? I have to say it's a little bit annoying, this editor, to me. It's the one in the Valeton feels way more intuitive for me. Of course, this looks nice, like the real amp in the room, but you have to double click, right click some shit, and yeah. Sounds a little bit flubby. So overall, I have to say it took me quite a little bit of time to get a sound where I'm satisfied with this unit. That is maybe also the a little bit annoying, because as I'm coming now from the Valeton, where every amp model sounds good at stock settings with everything at 12 o'clock. Here you have to dial in or tweak a little bit longer. At least I had to do it. So of course this is my personal impression. Maybe other people will have another feeling about that. What is this? The Soldano, which I was recently playing around with. That sounds a little bit harsh. As you can see here, it comes with the default setting. Sounds way flubby. I don't know. Is there a bug or something? Choose this again. Yeah. Maybe it's how the real amp behaves. It's really not that easy to get a good sound out of this amp. So let's check out another amp model. Finally, maybe the Brit 2000. Might be the Marshall DSL, an amp which I do own by myself, the original, and I like it a lot. Yeah, that was easy. That is an amp which I would boost in the real world to get high gain tones. Yeah, here I can recognize the character. Well, there it is, my first impression of this NUX MG-30. Does it sound better than the Valeton? Well, if you would ask me now, after 2 hours playing with this, I'd say the effects, definitely. The amp models, no. And other than that, I have to do a comparison video that you can judge by yourself. So, yeah, please subscribe to my channel if you like it. If you don't like it, subscribe to my channel too. and post your comments in the comment section below. Goodbye.